Hey Pawn family, what's up? It's Yigal and I'm here on the campus of the University of Southern California, USC. You can see behind me a bunch of people, students walking by. I was invited here by Gary Wexler, who is one of the teachers in the Communications Master's Program for branding and for advertising. So my question to you is, would you pay $70,000 for this? And we'll give it a couple minutes for people to jump on. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Seth, what's up brother? Good to see you guys. If you're here, go ahead and share this post or like it. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. There's a lot of noise behind me, so I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Cool, so I was driving up here because I was invited by a friend of mine, Gary Wexler, who is the marketing and branding teacher here at the Communications Department of USC. And he's teaching the master's program, so we're about to go into a class from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight, where he's teaching branding and marketing. And of course, I'm going to bring you guys some of that information back to the groups. But it's really funny because as I parked my car and I was walking, I was waiting for him. I wanted to find out how much it costs for a year here at USC, and the cost without aid is $70,000 a year. And these students are learning, marketing and leadership and strategy, especially if they're in the business programs. And they're spending, 4 years, $70K, $280,000 plus master's degree, let's just say $350,000. Then I asked myself, as a pawnbroker, how much do we spend or invest in our education? How much are we investing in, becoming the best leaders and becoming the best marketers and strategies and growing our business? And a lot of times the answer is zero, and it's very, very sad. And I see pawn shops closing left and right. People are emailing me saying, hey, my business is suffering. It's not the same. People telling me that, hey, Yigal, I'm not having customers walk through the door. People telling me, hey, Yigal, my culture and my team is not good. I've got pawn pirates everywhere. And then I ask them the question, how much have you invested in yourself and in your business? And they say, nothing. And then I ask them, how much inventory do you have? And they say, I've got $80,000, $100,000, $150,000 after they tell me they can't afford to invest in themselves. You see, I believe that pawn shops have a scarcity mentality. I believe that pawn shops and pawnbrokers a lot of times think that they're going to learn just by being behind the counter. And yes, you get an incredible education by being behind the counter and having mentors. Today I went to go visit Rene Lemus, who has his own store, a nice little shop here in LA, and he took my master class and doubled his pawn balance and remodeling and doing super well for himself because he invested in himself and his education. He didn't see it as an expense, didn't see it as, oh my God, I'm going to spend this money. He saw it as, I'm going to invest this money, learn from somebody who's done it before and is still doing it, third generation pawnbroker, millions of dollars in pawn, helping run a 9-store chain at the moment. That's me. Little self-promotion. And he saw it as a self-investment, and when he invested the money, he grew his pawn balance. And there's story after story about this type of stuff. And the sad part is that, people are investing themselves in the marketing. I'm part of a marketing group where I paid, over $5,000 a year. I'm part of a leadership group where I paid money. I invest in myself. The only way to improve yourself is to invest in yourself. Plain and simple. How do the champions become the champions? They've got coaches. How do the best of the best become the best of the best? They've got their consultants and their coaches who are there behind them, teaching them and making sure that they are held accountable to do what they're supposed to do. So let me ask you this question. Do you have a scarcity mentality? Or are you investing in yourself, and do you want to invest in yourself to become a better person, to become a better leader, a better marketer, and become a strategist? Because at the end of the day, your family and your kids aren't going to say, wow, did they spend an extra $500 a month? Or are they going to say, wow, my mom, my father, my uncle, my brother has invested in himself or herself, has grown as a person, has grown as a professional. That's what's important, your growth. Because either you're growing or you're not growing, because you're not staying in the middle. Either you're going up or you're going down, because plateau sucks. And a lot of pawn shops are going through plateau at the moment, And I don't want you to go through that. So why am I doing this video? You guys all know that I've got the Pawn Leaders Alliance, which is launching October 1st. And my goal first and foremost is so you guys have an epic life, right? Time with your family. I know a lot of pawnbrokers are working 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. That's what my father did, and he now has Parkinson's and dementia, can't enjoy any of the money that he made because systems weren't put in place, processes weren't put in place, leadership wasn't put in place in this company. And that's not what I want for you. I want you to put these stuff in place so you can go on vacation, be with your family, make more money, and most importantly, leave a legacy for you and your family. So if you're on the border of joining the Alliance, it's all about, do you want to leave a legacy or not? Do you want to have more time with your family or not? Do you want to be able to spend time with your loved ones, or do you want to just spend it in the store? And that's up to you. But if you want to grow, if you want to become the best pawnbroker in your city, in your town, in your area, in your state, jump into the Pawn Leaders Alliance. Go to pawnleadersalliance.com. I'll go ahead and post the link here on the video in a little bit. If you have any questions, just book a call with me. We'll talk it through if this is good for you or not. The investment's really minimal when it comes to the amount of value I'm going to give. So we're going to have weekly calls, either a call with me or a call with my marketing assistant who's going to teach you some of the marketing stuff. We'll have special guests. You'll get access to the Pawn Leaders Masterclass, which is a $1,000 value. You'll get access to the Pawn Planner. You'll get access to stuff that I do before anybody else. Jump in there. Really, it's like a $16,000 value for a couple $100 a month. It's really, really not that big of an investment. The reason why is because I want this to be something that pawnbrokers are talking about. I'm really making an impact in your life and the life of your family. But I can't do that if you don't want to impact your life and your family. I can't do that if you don't want to have a legacy. And I can't do that if you're not courageous enough to make this investment in yourself, to make more, stress less, and live that epic life. With that, I'm gonna go to class right now at 6:30. It's a 3-hour class, and then I'll do a live probably tomorrow or Wednesday, and kind of give you guys a synopsis, a summary of what I got out of it. So take care. We'll talk to you guys soon here on the campus of USC.